Citizens of YouTube, time is running out, and welcome to the Shielded Prepper. This channel is absolutely committed to bringing information that expands a prepared mind. Team, I'm coming to you right now with a pit in my stomach for two reasons. One, I absolutely love this country. I love this country. And this recording was spawned as I'm driving. I was driving to Home Depot, which was an absolute ghost town, by the way, which is really just weird to go in there. Man, the last couple of years running and going, and I know many of you probably realize this, yet when you go into Home Depot on a Friday, the place is banging. They have one check register person running 8 different self-checkout areas. Hey, Jason. I was picking up stain because I've been working on a fence, and, you know, we have to take care of what we have, right? So I'm finishing up, buying kind of just the last-minute things just to kind of put a capstone on this project so that I can finalize this budget that I had set up. And man, there is all sorts of fire trucks blocking off all sorts of stuff, so I don't know what's going on up here, so maybe we'll see some action. Amber just finished her last chemo today. Hey, that's wonderful news. You know what, Jason? I looked down and I actually got a missed call from Amber. I think it was a FaceTime. I wasn't sure if it was a pocket dial yet. I was at Home Depot in the middle of something. Couldn't take the call. Anyway, I have this pit in my stomach. I'm watching. They're getting ready for a big air show at the local military base, and the jets are just hammering through the skies. And America is superior in majority of its ways, and it's absolutely corrupt right now in many others. And I'm so dang tired of our politics. I really am getting tired of it. I just don't even care anymore. I don't watch anymore. I just stay focused on caring for what is in front of me and ensuring that when we talk, that I'm also encouraging you and us. So as I'm encouraging you, just so you know, I have 2 thumbs pointing back at me. What's got 2 thumbs and loves to encourage people? This guy. My other thumb's holding the camera. Yet, I just got to be honest, we don't have a whole lot of time left to acquire some really important preps that if there was shifts coming, and I know that there's another round of what some may shake their head and say, nah, it'll never happen. Yet, I think there's going to be a significant round of hyperinflation, and it's coming. And when I say hyperinflation, it's going to hit the things that we have to have. You know, the CPI data doesn't, you know, the consumer price index, all of those things don't measure inflation in the ways that they have in the past. So they pacify it a bit. And if you understand what this means, give it a thumbs up. Let's push this out. It's important for us to just once in a while not try to create something new, but just to, man, let's get moving. And I was talking with Chris Taylor, the financial prepper, last night, and we were just talking about the difference between theory and application. I'll give you this example. When you send your child, and I'll put myself in this loop, but when you send your child to a 4-year university to get educated in the state school system or the public school system sometimes, that, and I know many of you know this, and many of us have had children in public school, me too, yet when we send them to university and they start learning theory, right? Everything is about theory and the study of why these theories have come about. It's not until you graduate and go into your master's, working on your master's degrees or your doctorate degrees, doctoral degrees, is when you put theory into application. You begin to apply those concepts that you learned as a young, nothing, dumb kid that's going from high school into university and you're starry-eyed. Yet in the preparedness world, if we're just consuming the theories of preparedness and we're not focusing on applying some of the things that we know we should be doing, and we're giving precedence to what the typical American family does, which is consume. And I'm so guilty of it. Just so you know, as I'm telling you this, I'm not condemning anyone. I'm just as guilty as anyone else. And there is a season in our life right now where the application of the knowledge that we have is super important. I think about it every day, and I know many of you do too as well. We've been cataloging some of the big fixes. I spent about 6 hours on my tractor today cleaning up a field in front of my house that was just full of trash from a generation ago. And I literally dug up telephone poles that were buried on a fence line that I had no idea were even there. Telephone poles, 2 of them, plural, 30-foot long telephone poles. And I was like, what in the world? Well, part of it is I've never really had time to go do it, and I'm starting to work on it now because I intend on, cleaning up the property. And like I said earlier when we started, we have to care for what we have. And it's really easy right now in this HGTV dang world to get so consumed on making our homes look a certain way, and I'm guilty of it, so I'm just telling you, I'm more just frustrated with myself, yet I know many of you are challenged with these same things, of just looking to make things look pretty. And I feel like the marketing machine during COVID was so smart and very powerful, and it allowed us to focus on these things. Well, while many people were remodeling their homes and waiting on supply chains and doing all these things, Home Depot and Lowe's were just having roaring records and such significant growth, and our economy was it was doing great. It was doing great, and people were just going. Jobs were paying more, significantly more. There was a lot of stability. And I miss our last president in many ways. I just miss him. I look at our current president, can't speak straight, falls up and down, always blaming someone else. He lies constantly. He's getting caught in all these, he's blaming Trump for collusion or something like that on some phone call he had with Zelensky or the Ukraine. Yet, he's pooping his pants. He doesn't know which way to go off of a stage. No one respects him. When he walks into a room, he really looks senile. He looks gaunt. I don't know. I just look at it, and it makes me feel. Remember, feelings come after thoughts. So thoughts produce our feelings or our emotions. Our emotions or our feelings produce actions, and our actions produce a result. So when we think crappy thoughts about our administration, we feel crappy about it, which makes us do, things opposite of where they're looking to lead us. And I'm not following the baloney that's going on. And I'm not following the media at all right now. And I know some of you probably think this way as well. All I know, I'm watching this air show. I'm taking pictures. The Thunderbirds are just jamming. They're so beautiful and they're so technical. We spent millions of dollars training these young pilots, and they're sitting in these mega $1,000,000 pieces of equipment that we, the taxpayers, own, and they're used as a recruiting tool. The Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels, they're not going to the Ukraine flying sorties. No, they're for our entertainment. They're for us to be able to see the premier showcase of what these airplanes can do. And the pilots that fly them are so well trained. And it gets me excited because we're awesome. This is an awesome country. And the crap that's going on overseas right now, we shouldn't be there. We shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be there. We should not be there. We should not be sending billions. And aside from that, we sure as frick should not be sending our DNA, our people, our blood there right now. We shouldn't be sending our soldiers there, our reservists. They're talking 3,000 reserves, Biden. Oh, why? Why? Because this is a political war. This is a war of the elite. This is, and sometimes I wonder if Biden plays the dunce on purpose. He seems like it's too comical, and it's just perfect that you can put this old man in there that really, and it's not even about him being old. I wouldn't even say about being old. I know some elder males that are just absolute beasts. Like, these guys are sharp, powerful. When they stand up, when they walk in a room, they command it. Not this guy. Not this guy. When he walks in, it's like, it's very deflating. It's not even entertaining. Nothing he says is funny. He laughs at himself, or he says he better not do that. He'll get himself in trouble. This is the President of the United States. Would Trump have ever said anything so ridiculous? Oh, I'll get in trouble if I answer any more questions. No, Trump does what he wanted. He did what he wanted. And you know what? Barack Obama did what he wanted. He never said anything like that. I didn't vote for Obama, but yet Obama had some swagger. He entered the room. The dude had it. He had it. And that's why people were captivated by him, whether you liked him or not. He was super polished. Super polished. And right now, with this shift that's going on, the American people had best wake up to what's going on and begin to really find new ways to prepare your household. I'm a little bit scratchy today. I'm tired. I've had some changes in plans that were made, and they didn't come through the way that I had intended, and I'm upset about it. I'm upset about it because, you know, when you're caring for what you have and you're in a relationship and you're equally yoked, and my wife gets upset too about these things, because when plans change, when they're supposed to happen, you know, we're looking to get some things done. We've hired people. Just today didn't work out. And on top of that, I'm watching these awesome airplanes jam around, and then I'm thinking about our young men and women in our armed services are being deployed. Or actually, you know, it's our reservists. So these are mothers and fathers that are going to be going. The reserves aren't these young kids coming out of high school. These are the ones that have time, the ones that are looking to gain retirement and just to continue to serve, yet to prolong their... Listen, this is our time. This year is going to be very important. So if you're hearing me right now, for those of you that are listening, don't be afraid to be uncomfortable right now. If you're uncomfortable, oftentimes you're in the right place. You're in the right place. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. I'm uncomfortable with you, and we're going to continue to bring these videos. Today I didn't read anything, and sometimes it feels like we have to force this, yet inside of me, there's someone out there that doesn't understand this. And for those of us that do understand this, we have to be telling people and recruiting people and reminding them, because this preparedness journey can be very fatiguing. I'm a little fatigued today. I'm a little fatigued, just being honest. It's tough being handsome and fatigued at the same time. When you get all this gray hair and you're a little chubby, And today's a great day. This is less about me. It's more about us. This is about recruiting a tribe, because the ones that understand how to really labor on their properties, or where you're at home right now, to work with what you have. Don't wish for someone else's life. Love the one that you have right now and look to make it better. Care for the things that you have in your possession right now. What can you do? Don't think about what you can't do. What can you do right now? It'll bless you. So if you're feeling a little bit scratchy, I don't know. Is there a scratch symbol in the things? I don't know. Something like that. And Scott, good to see you pop up here. I know you feel our pain. And there's some of us, the comment, if you guys read in the live comments, Scott, one of the followers, goes by Jeff Wild One. This dude's been dealt a hand right now. And whenever we commit to spiritual things, attack can come, and it comes when we least expect it. We don't know how deep, and oftentimes we have to stay in that lane of being uncomfortable, because being uncomfortable is where we can find spiritual encouragement. So for those of you that are fatigued spiritually, I bless you, and I encourage you, and our glory will be in heaven. Keep yourself humble, stay meek, look to help and serve others, add value to the areas that you come and go. Remember, there's a lot of people that don't have encouragement in their lives, so you be the encouragement. I bless you guys today. The Shielded Prepper is out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll talk to you later.